Good morning, student. Today, our topic of discussion is flight adaptation in bird, and this is suitable for student of Zoology Honours, Part 2, Paper 3. So, what are the flight adaptation in bird? Young is not wrong when he calls the bird as master of the air. There is practically no system or organ that has not been modified in relation to flight. So, and mechanism of flight in bird is based on the principle of aeroplane, that is heavier than air machine rather than a balloon or lighter than air machine. What is adaptation? Adaptation in biology is the process by which the species become adapted, fitted to the environment. It is a result of natural selections acting upon heritable variation over several generations. So, organisms are adapted to the environment in a great variety of ways in their structure, also physiology and genetics, in their mode of locomotion or dispersal, in their means of defense and attack, also in their reproduction and development, or in other aspect as well. Today we will discuss about flight adaptation in bird. So how the birds, some birds we know are flightless, they cannot fly like ostrich or penguin. Some can fly for shorter distance. So what is their various adaptations taking place? It is divided into three categories: morphological, anatomical, and also physiological. So what are the morphological adaptations? Morphological adaptation can be seen in the shape of the bird, which has taken the shape of streamlined spindle shaped, which offer minimum resistance to the air, that help the bird to propel through the air in the same manner as the fish swim through the water quite easily without any waste of effort. Then we can see the compact body, which is light but strong, and heavier ventrally, which help in maintaining balance in the air. And also the attachment of wings high up on the thorax, the higher position of such light organ as lungs and air sac, the low and the central position of heavy muscles, sternum and digestive organ beneath the midline of the attachment of two wings, also are a structural fact of importance. Third is body covering of feathers. The smooth, closely fitting, backwardly directed contour feather make the body streamlined and further help its passage through the air by reducing friction to the minimum. The light feather holds a considerable blanket of enveloping air around the body and add much to its buoyancy. So feather, when the air fills in between them, it offers much buoyancy to the bird. And next is forelimbs are modified into wings. So forelimbs have been converted into unique and powerful organ, that is wing, and these marvelously designed structure equipped with special flight muscle have been developed as instrument of propulsion through air. Fifth is short tail. Short tail, also muscular tail, bear a series of long, strong but caudal feather, or it is also known as rectrices, arranged in a fan-like manner and serve as a rudder for steering during flight to suddenly check flight as a counterbalance in perching. So in this figure we can see what are the modification in the bird. We can see the mobile neck, beak, streamlined spindle shaped body, powerful flight framework, forelimb modified as wing, light but strong pneumatic skeletal framework, perching toes, bipedal locomotion, then short tail. So these are the features which help the bird to fly. Morphological other adaptations include beak. The conversion of forelimb into wing is duly compensated by the presence of beak. The mouth is drawn out into horny beak, which is used as a forceps in picking up things. Also, it helps in nest building, procurement of food, and which in other animal it is done by forelimb. Similarly, mobile neck and head is neck of the bird is very long and flexible, since bird's bill is used for feeding, preening, nest building, offense and defense. And also mobility of the neck and freedom of movement of the head is very important. Next is bipedal locomotion. The forelimb being no longer available, the hind limb or leg springs somewhat anteriorly from the trunk to balance and to support the entire weight of the body for locomotion on the ground or in the water. Similarly, integument. The loose skin is a modification for flight. It is responsible for extensive movement of skeletal musculature. Now let us see anatomical adaptation. Perching. The hind limb of birds are well suited for an arboreal life. Their muscles are well developed and help in perching. As the bird settles down on the tree, the bending of legs exert a pull on the flexor tendon, which makes the toe anatomically to flex and to grip the perch. Endoskeleton. The fusion of bones built with small amount of material after the hollow girder principle combines strength with lightness. One of the first essential in successful flight. Most of the bones are pneumatic and filled with air sac instead of bone marrow. So lighter bone help the birding flying. Digestive system. The rate of metabolism in bird is very high. Food requirements are great and digestion rapid. The rectum is short because the fecal matter is relatively small. As flying animal cannot afford to be weighed down by any excess fecal luggage, it gets rid of it at once. Air sac and respiration. The inelastic lung of birds are supplemented by remarkable system of air sac, which grows out from lungs and occupy all the available space between the internal organ, even extending to the cavities of hollow bone. And these air sacs secure more perfect aeration of lungs and help in internal perspiration and thus help in regulating the body temperature. Other physiological adaptation include circulatory system, which is also rapid metabolism and warm bloodedness require a large oxygen supply and an efficient circulatory system. So we know in birds they have 4-chambered heart and they have double circulation, and the mixing of deoxygenated and oxygenated blood does not take place. Uricotelic excretion. Birds do not have a urinary bladder which is present to store the urine temporarily in other animal. Moreover, the water of the excretory fluid is reabsorbed in the kidney and in the copridum of cloaca. This results in the formation of semi-solid excreta, chiefly containing the insoluble uric acid and urates, which are voided at once. So these features also help in reducing the unnecessary weight of the bird. Brain and sense organ. The eyes are large and large optic lobes correspond to the great development of sight. The eye occupy a large portion of the head and both eyes together are often heavier than the brain. The ability to accommodate rapidly is also well developed, for bird must change quickly from distant to a near vision in flight. The much developed and convoluted cerebellum indicate the delicate sense of equilibrium and great power of muscular coordination belonging to bird. So sense brain is also small, which help in flight adaptation. Single ovary. Presence of single functional ovary in the left side of the female bird also lead to the reduction of weight, which is also essential for flight. So these are the following adaptations of the bird which help them to fly. Thank you.